Leo, what if everything you've been working for is finally about to pay off? What if the people who underestimated you are about to witness a version of you they never saw coming? And what if the struggles, delays, disappointments, and frustrations you've experienced were never signs of failure, but signs of preparation? Because Leo, today's message reveals something powerful. Your energy is changing. Your presence is changing. Your confidence is changing. And whether people realize it yet or not, your power is growing stronger than ever. For many Leos, the last chapter of life has not been easy. There have been moments when you questioned yourself. Moments when progress seemed slower than expected. Moments when it felt like your efforts were going unnoticed. You worked hard. You stayed determined. You continued moving forward even when results weren't immediately visible. And sometimes, if you're honest with yourself, you wondered whether all that effort would ever truly pay off. But Leo, the universe has been watching. The universe has seen every challenge you overcame, every obstacle you refused to surrender to, every setback that tried to discourage you, every disappointment that attempted to convince you to stop believing in yourself. And because of that, powerful shift is beginning. Before we continue, if this message resonates with you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Zodiac Whisper, and comment below. Acclaim my power. Because Leo, the next chapter of your life may be very different from the last. One of the strongest energies surrounding you today is personal power. Not fake power. Not power that comes from controlling others. Not power that depends on outside validation. Real power. The kind that comes from self-belief. The kind that comes from experience. The kind that comes from surviving situations that could have broken you. Many people misunderstand power. They think power is being the loudest person in the room. They think power is forcing people to notice them. They think power comes from status, attention, or approval. But true power is much quieter. True power is knowing your worth even when others fail to see it. True power is believing in yourself when nobody else does. True power is continuing forward even when the outcome remains uncertain. And Leo, you are beginning to embody that kind of power. There is someone watching your progress. This energy keeps appearing very strongly. Someone who once overlooked your potential. Someone who once underestimated your determination. Someone who failed to understand what you were capable of becoming. This person may not openly admit it. They may not contact you. They may not reveal their thoughts, but they are paying attention, because something about your energy has changed. You carry yourself differently. You think differently. You respond differently. You radiate a confidence that cannot be ignored. And that confidence is making an impression. The interesting thing is that your transformation is happening naturally. You are not trying to prove anyone wrong. You are not chasing validation. You are not desperately seeking approval. You are simply growing. And growth has a way of speaking for itself. Leo, one of the most beautiful things about personal evolution is that it eventually becomes impossible to hide. You can hide pain. You can hide effort. You can hide struggle. But eventually you cannot hide growth. Growth shows up in your energy. It shows up in your decisions. It shows up in your confidence. It shows up in the way you carry yourself through the world. And people notice. Even when they don't say anything, even when they pretend not to care, even when they act indifferent, deep down they notice. And many of the people who once underestimated you are beginning to realize that you are becoming something far greater than they expected. Leo, another major theme in today's reading is recognition. For a long time, some of you have felt invisible. Not completely invisible, but unseen in important ways. Perhaps your efforts weren't fully appreciated. Perhaps your talents weren't fully recognized. Perhaps your contributions weren't fully acknowledged. And over time, that can become frustrating, especially when you know how much energy you've invested. But the universe is showing that recognition is approaching, not because you are demanding it, but because it is becoming impossible to ignore your growth. Recognition is often delayed, not denied, delayed. And there is a difference. A delay creates preparation. A delay creates maturity. A delay creates perspective. If recognition had arrived too early, you might not have appreciated it. If success had arrived too quickly, you might not have been ready for it. But now, you are becoming ready. And because of that, the energy surrounding recognition is becoming stronger. Leo, there is also a powerful confidence boost coming toward you. This confidence will not arrive because someone compliments you. It will not arrive because someone suddenly believes in you. It will arrive because you finally begin seeing yourself differently. You begin recognizing your own strength. You begin appreciating your own resilience. You begin acknowledging how much you've accomplished despite the obstacles. And that realization changes everything. Because once confidence becomes internal, it stops depending on outside circumstances. You no longer need constant reassurance. You no longer need everyone to agree with you. You no longer need approval from people who failed to understand you. You become your own source of validation. And Leo, that is when your true power awakens. There is another message the universe wants you to hear clearly. Stop measuring your progress against other people. Your journey is unique. Your timing is unique. Your path is unique. Some people bloom early. Some people bloom later. Some people achieve success quickly. Others build success gradually. Neither path is better. What matters is that you continue moving forward. And Leo, you have continued moving forward. Even during difficult moments. Even during uncertain moments. Even during moments when giving up seemed easier. You kept going. And that persistence is beginning to create momentum. Momentum is important because success rarely arrives all at once. Success grows. Success expands. Success builds. And right now, your momentum is increasing. You may not see the full picture yet, but pieces are beginning to align. Opportunities are beginning to form. Doors are beginning to open. Conversations are beginning to shift. And all of these small changes are leading toward something bigger. Something meaningful. Something worth waiting for. Leo, you are not becoming powerful. You are discovering the power that was already within you. The people who underestimated you did not define your potential. The people who doubted you did not define your future. The people who overlooked you did not determine your destiny. Only you can do that. And the universe is showing that your destiny is expanding. If this message resonates with you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Zodiac Whisper, and comment below. My power is growing. Because Leo, the best part of your story may still be ahead. And in next, we'll explore the surprising breakthrough approaching your life, the financial and career expansion surrounding your energy, the hidden admirer who cannot stop noticing your progress, the deeper meaning of lucky number 8, and the powerful final message the universe wants every Leo to hear before this next chapter begins. Leo, welcome back. If you are still here, then this message is likely connecting with something deep inside you. Because whenever the universe begins talking about personal power, recognition, and transformation, it is rarely just about success. It is about becoming. Becoming the person you were always meant to be. Becoming the version of yourself that exists beyond fear, beyond doubt, beyond limitations. And Leo, that process is happening right now. As before, we explored your growing confidence, the recognition beginning to find its way toward you, and the realization that people who once underestimated you are starting to notice your progress. But now we must go deeper, because there is something happening behind the scenes that you may not fully realize yet. Your energy is becoming magnetic, and magnetic energy attracts attention. Not because you are demanding it, not because you are chasing it, but because confidence naturally changes how people respond to you. Think about how different you are today compared to a year ago. Think about the lessons you've learned, the obstacles you've survived, the disappointments you've overcome, the strength you've developed. Whether you realize it or not, those experiences have changed you, and people can feel that change. You may walk into a room and notice others responding differently. You may notice people listening more carefully when you speak. You may notice more respect, more interest, more curiosity, because confidence creates a presence, and your presence is becoming stronger. Leo, one of the strongest messages appearing now involves someone secretly admiring your progress. This energy feels very specific. There is someone observing your journey. Someone who may not openly express their feelings. Someone who may never tell you exactly what they think. But they are paying attention. They have noticed your growth. They have noticed your determination. They have noticed how you've continued moving forward despite challenges. And deep down, they admire it. Now, this person could be someone from your past. Could be someone currently in your life. Or it could even be someone who has been quietly watching from a distance. The identity matters less than the message. The message is that your progress is inspiring people. You may not always realize the impact you have on others, but your resilience speaks louder than you think. Your consistency speaks louder than you think. And your ability to keep going despite obstacles is creating an impression. Leo, the universe also keeps highlighting breakthrough energy. This is exciting because breakthroughs often arrive after periods of frustration. After periods when nothing seems to move. After periods when progress feels slow. Why? Because breakthroughs are usually the result of accumulated effort. The effort doesn't disappear simply because results take time. Every action matters. Every lesson matters. Every step matters. And eventually, all of those steps lead to a turning point. The energy suggests that such a turning point may be approaching for you. Now, a breakthrough can take many forms. Could be career-related. Could involve finances. Could involve personal goals. Could involve a relationship. Or it could simply involve a powerful shift in perspective. But whatever form it takes, it carries the energy of movement. Forward movement. Positive movement. The kind of movement that reminds you why you never gave up. Leo, let's talk about career and financial expansion. Because this area is becoming increasingly active. The universe is showing growth opportunities. Not necessarily overnight success, but expansion. The expansion of possibilities. The expansion of resources. The expansion of influence. You may begin noticing new opportunities appearing. New ideas gaining momentum. New connections becoming valuable. Or new paths opening where there were previously obstacles. The key is remaining open. Sometimes opportunities arrive disguised as small beginnings. Conversation. Project. An invitation. A chance encounter. Something that initially seems ordinary, but later reveals itself to be important. And Leo, the universe wants you to stay aware, because one opportunity may become much bigger than it first appears. There is another lesson connected to success that the universe wants you to hear. Success is not always about reaching a destination. Sometimes success is realizing how far you've already come. Take a moment and think about your journey. Think about the challenges you've faced. Think about the moments when you doubted yourself. Think about the times when life felt uncertain. Now look at where you are. You survived. You learned. You adapted. You grew. That is success. And acknowledging that success creates even more success. Because gratitude strengthens confidence. And confidence strengthens action. And action creates results. Leo, there is also a message about comparison. The universe wants you to stop comparing your behind-the-scenes journey to someone else's highlight reel. You do not know their full story, and they do not know yours. Everyone has challenges. Everyone has setbacks. Everyone has moments of doubt. But not everyone shows them. More aware? More resilient? If the answer is yes, then you are moving in the right direction. And Leo, you are moving in the right direction, even if progress feels slow. Even if results aren't fully visible yet. Even if the finish line still feels far away. Keep going. Because momentum is building. The universe is also highlighting determination as one of your greatest strengths right now. Many people quit when things become difficult. Many people abandon their goals when results take longer than expected. Many people allow temporary setbacks to convince them that success isn't possible. But you didn't. You kept moving. You kept believing. You kept trying. And that determination is becoming one of the reasons opportunities are beginning to align. Because persistence creates possibility. Persistence keeps doors open. Persistence keeps dreams alive. And persistence eventually attracts rewards. Leo, now let's talk about your lucky number. Your lucky number today is 8. And this number carries powerful symbolism. The number 8 is associated with abundance, achievement, strength, authority, and infinite potential. It is often considered one of the strongest numbers connected to success and personal power. When the number 8 appears repeatedly, it can serve as a reminder that your efforts are creating momentum, that your actions are producing results, and that your future possibilities are expanding. For many Leos, seeing this number may be confirmation that they are entering a new phase of growth, a phase where hard work begins producing visible rewards, a phase where confidence begins attracting opportunities, and a phase where persistence begins paying off. Leo, your lucky color is gold, and this color perfectly reflects your current energy. Gold represents confidence, success, leadership, prosperity, and self-worth. But perhaps most importantly, gold represents value. Not borrowed value, not temporary value, real value, the kind of value that exists regardless of who recognizes it. And that is an important lesson, because your worth has never depended on other people's opinions. Your worth has never depended on their approval. Your worth has never depended on whether they believed in you. You were valuable before they noticed. You were powerful before they acknowledged it. And you were capable long before they realized it. The difference now is that reality is catching up. People are beginning to see what was always there. And that recognition is creating new opportunities. Leo, as this reading comes to an end, the universe wants to leave you with one final message. Do not be surprised if people who once doubted you suddenly become interested in your journey. Do not be surprised if people who overlooked you suddenly begin paying attention. And do not be surprised if opportunities begin appearing in unexpected ways. Because your energy is changing. Your confidence is changing. Your future is changing. And all of those changes are creating momentum. You have worked hard for this growth. You have earned this wisdom. You have earned this strength. And now the universe is encouraging you to trust it. Trust your journey. Trust your abilities. Trust your future. Because the version of you that is emerging now is stronger than ever before. If this message resonated with you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Zodiac Whisper, and turn on notifications so you never miss your daily guidance. And before you leave, comment below, I am stepping into my power. Because Leo, the people who underestimated you never expected this version of you. But the universe did. And your greatest chapter may only be beginning.